Okay.
Now, gymnasium means, in the Greek world, a place to be naked. It was required that men, only men, by the way.
Oh, women aren't allowed to be naked?
No, 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 no. Women are, in the Greek mind, women are useful things, okay? They are not creative things. They are useful things.
Wait, so why do we get the island of Lesbos? The island of lesbians. Why is that a Greek thing? Shouldn't, like, is it like the one place where they put all their women, all their lesbians? And, like,
That's right.
The rest is all just gay men? Is that what it's... That's how Greece was?
That's how Greece was. There was a
So
lot
they
of
just-
Greece being
they
used,
just-
too, by the
they
way, I
kinda-
want to tell you.
So they all threw all their women
Wait a minute.
on one island.
I don't even have my microphone set up here. What's going on? Let's do this again.
I can hear you just fine.
Can you? Okay. Well, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gymnasium.
Trust me, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, Alex. I know you want to talk about nakedness, and so we're going to talk about the Greek concept of the gymnasium, which means a place to be naked. If you're a man, 1 hour a day, men were required to go naked and engage in, dare I say, athletic competitions.
Oh, my word. That's
Yes.
the worst of it.
Where they would grapple with each other, you see? Yes. I wish you could see your face.
I don't want to see my face.
You look like Harry Potter in Misery. Right?
Well, you know, no one can say for Daniel Radcliffe. I mean,
You know,
he is English, so I think
I gotta tell you,
I actually think he'd be happy.
I have a confession to make. I have been practicing the gymnasium since a very young boy. The YMCA, where I
Why are you
attended...
telling me this? Why?
Well, we only have 10 minutes. Let me get on with it. The YMCA in Salem, Massachusetts. You wanted to talk about nakedness, okay? Let me talk
Salem,
about
Massachusetts, they were naked?
Yes, at the
How did you not
YMCA.
freeze your everything off?
At least... No, this was inside in the pool, a heated pool. All these young boys would be naked, okay?
Oh, and the Catholic Church is the one with the problems. Oh,
This
okay.
was the YMCA. You know from the Boy Scouts. You know about that, right? I'm sure you have naked boy things to talk about from the Boy Scouts, right?
Okay. You think the Catholic Church has lots of dogmas and rules about who can do what, where, and when? The Boy Scouts, it's just as big, if not bigger, okay?
Yeah? Yeah, but those rules are meant to be broken, aren't they?
Well, there are some dirty scoutmasters, but, you know, just as there are dirty priests.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
And I remember being thrown into the YMCA pool stark naked as probably an 8-year-old boy, right?
So these lifeguards are grabbing naked boys and throwing them in the pool.
Yes. Oh, by the way, the lifeguards were wearing bathing suits. I'd like to point that out.
So they were like straight Greek men?
Who knew? I can only tell you that I was never molested by any of these people.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I mean...
Anyway, the original Greek Olympics were all performed naked. All of the events
Well,
were
I knew. That I knew. Yeah, that I knew.
Now, why do you suppose that was the case?
Because porn wasn't invented yet.
That's number one. Number one was, you're right, porn was not invented. But they did have signs for brothels, which, if you walk down the streets of Athens and you needed a brothel like right away, well, outside they had signs depicting the various sexual encounters
How in the world are you so educated on the sexual life of Greek people?
I'm an antiquarian. I mean, what do you think Troy Wooden and I discuss all the time? We discuss antiquarian things like this.
You discuss how naked the Greeks were?
Exactly, yeah, and why they were naked, of course. It's very interesting. Yeah.
What did I walk myself into?
Well, you're the one who brought the topic up.
Yeah, what did I walk myself into? That's what I want to...
I don't know. But let's get back to the question is, why did the Greeks have this codicil that athletic activity should be performed naked? What do you suppose? There are a set of reasons that the Greeks go through.
So that nothing weighs you down? I think, you know what? I think I heard the
that
story.
You are fully exposed. exposed. You are bare.
I heard that there was this one runner that was running so fast his toga fell off, and he went a little bit faster, and then all the other men be like, "Oh, well, he's going faster, so I guess we'll rip off our togas." So that's a story I've heard.
That's an apocryphal story cooked up by some mad people in Goleta.
It's pretty good, though.
Mad people in Goleta.
Goleta would come up with
sheltered
like
people in Goleta. Forget about that nonsense. It doesn't apply.
It is something that they would come up with.
But the Greeks played a very very interesting psychological game about nakedness. It was only permitted between naturally men and their whores in whorehouses. The women, the wives, were expected to be naked and whorish in the bedroom, but to be ladies in the dining room and in the kitchen and in the living room. That's where the Western tradition of barefoot and pregnant came from.
Oh, interesting.
So now you know that. Now you know.
No, it does not logically follow that you should be sexually promiscuous in the bedroom and respectable in the lounge or the dining area, and then it logically follows that it is socially unacceptable for a woman to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. I don't see the logic there. I'm sorry.
That's why we have feminism. That's the reason why we have feminism.
They're like the kind of logical jump that we need. They're the missing link of. Got it. Okay.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, in ancient times, the sexual differences were very compartmentalized. First of all, you realize Aristotle firmly believed that women do not have souls. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I did know that he definitely did view women as lesser beings, unfortunately.
Yeah, lesser
Plato,
beings is right.
But his mentor Plato did not.
You are correct. You are correct. Plato believed that women do have souls. In fact, all human beings, according to Plato, their souls existed before they were thrust into the body.
Yes.
Yes, the filthy, corrupted body.
He also believed that women could be leaders. They could be philosophers and everything.
Yes.
I mean, he's a better feminist than the feminists.
Absolutely. It was only the shift between Plato and Aristotle that we get the anti-feminist tradition in Western philosophy and therefore theology.
You know, for a person that talks a lot, you move the camera just so your mouth is covered. I don't know if that's your artistic.
I'll sit up straight then.
Don't stop sitting up gay. Sit up straight, not gay.
Not gay. Okay. Is that better? Oh dear. Can you see me
a little
now?
You need to be a little happy and carefree.
Oh, I need another drink.
Yeah,
cheers!
Cheers.
So anyway, you wanted to talk about nakedness. Why? Are you naked?
That's for me to know, and you to fully recognize that I am.
You know, I know a news anchor in Springfield, Massachusetts, that he used to read the news. He had a sport coat, a tie, and a shirt, and he had no trousers on and no underwear. Yeah.
Did he just not tell his female co-host that, or
he didn't have a female co-host? They weren't allowed in those days to be female
co-hosts. So what was the purpose of this? Did he feel more comfortable or something?
Yeah, more comfortable, and he could be on the set in a couple of minutes. He could change quickly from his street clothes. Yeah. It's a funny thing about nakedness, isn't it? Imagine there were no walls anywhere in the world. If you go to the bathroom, for instance, and there were no walls.
There actually is a toilet in Europe, a public toilet with one-way mirrors. So from the outside, it's just a mirror, and from the inside, it's like glass. You can see everything.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that's Europe for you. But one more thing, closing thought. I'm very, very confused. Why do people think, the most common advice I give when people experience stage fright or nervousness on stage is imagine everybody in their underwear. Right. That would only make me more terrified. Are you like a whole room of I'm addressing a nudist colony all of a sudden? What am I doing here?
The whole purpose of nudist colonies, the whole purpose of the Greek Olympic Games performed in the nude is to make you vulnerable and exposed, completely exposed, so that your soul and your character is the only thing that can elevate you. I didn't say erect, but elevate you to a position of being a Olympic champion.
There you go, folks. There's the truth laid bare for you.